care about. 1:10 today.
This is all that matters, really.
Avery Zweig is going to be in studio.
Who is that, Mike?
Do you know?
I do. I'm playing radio.
Avery Zweig is this little sweetheart who is 9 years old, okay? She is a local...
Also a killer in her field.
Okay. Yes.
Not like a killer.
She's a Titleist killer.
Ooh.
She is the number one ranked 9-year-old female golfer on the planet. And she lives right here. And she is, among other things, basically dominates older competition, like up to 12 and 13, which is pretty crazy because you can imagine how good a 12 and 13-year-old girl is compared to a 9-year-old girl. So she just crushes the golf ball. She does really good at these tournaments. She's a local girl. She is an insane P1 because her dad listens to stuff. So we're gonna have drops. She's gonna give us her 10 favorite drops and just giggle while we play them, and you'll be shocked.
Charlie's already panicking.
Shocked at number one.
I'll have to find what?
Plus, in 2 weeks, she's going to Augusta National to play in the Masters.
She's 9?
Yeah, she's in the Masters.
And
she's paired with Jason Day.
Better than me.
And Bubba Watson. No, she's playing in that pitch putt and totally blanking on the third thing.
Chip.
Chip?
Shank?
I said chip.
Pitch, putt, and chip.
And grab.
It's pitch, putt, and chip?
Pop, flip, and dump.
Pitching and chipping are too close. Is it not drive, chip, and putt?
That's right.
Something along those lines.
Pitch, pass, and punt.
No. Punt.
You got to punt the golf ball?
Putt, and dunk.
See how far they can throw it.
No. It's... I have no other ones. Anyway, Avery Zweig, I met her last week. I played against her. I had a classic match against Avery Zweig last week. And she is awesome, and that is really the only segment I care about, 1:10 today, so please join us there. Surrounding that, we're going to have a bunch of segments that Cash has done preparation for, and I just try to derail. And that'll begin in the very next segment, because we're going to talk NCAA March Madness, because it's wild ass. That's next. Okay, cool. You good there?
Yep.
Anything else?
Nah.
All right, let's break nice and early, because we have a special guest in studio, and I'm really looking forward to it. Have been for a couple weeks. Her name is Avery Zweig, and she's 9 years old. She's the best golfer in the world at that age group, and her old man is here, and looks like some other large family members, except her lovely mom. Not large, her. The other one's large. We'll have the whole family in studio, man. We're excited to get to talk to Avery, man. Next on the ticket. All right, 1:10 is the time. Welcome back. This is the Cirque du Sirois radio show. I'm Mike. That's Cash, and we're not alone in studio anymore. No more. You can't hold us down.
There's actual talent in the studio.
Yeah, well, I would say the most talented person that's ever been in the studio. Who's she going against? Cuba Gooding Jr.? She beats him.
Yeah. Will Ferrell was in here.
Okay, that one's close.
Yeah.
How about Dolph Ziggler, the wrestler?
You're just saying words
He's
now.
incredible. Charlie, pop their mics on. We have some guests in the studio. You know how to do that? There they go.
There we go.
I'm really excited. This is really cool. This is Avery Zweig in studio and her dad, Ivan. And we got Cooper and some other family members. We're happy to have you guys in here. Yay! You hear that? You hear that, Avery?
Yes.
How
you doing?
They're clapping for you.
Good. How are you?
We're awesome. We're awesome. Are you excited?
Yes.
You are? Because you're a bit of a ticket fan. We're going to get into that here shortly, which I have some questions about. She's also holding a lovely little piece of paper with her 10 favorite. What are those?
The drops.
My 10 favorite drops. I listen to it every day after school.
What time do you start listening? Do you know?
The hard line. Okay, 3 o'clock or 3:05. My dad's a
It's
little
like
late.
clockwork. She gets picked up from school, and it's like Secret Service mission. She gets in, changes her clothes. She's listening to Why Today Doesn't Suck. And then we're at the golf course miraculously about 3:45.
So it's basically Why It Doesn't Suck is the best.
Well, yeah, but she's a P1 by blunt force because I would not buckle. She was like 6, and I don't want to listen to this. You're listening to it, so. And now when it's not on, she put the ticket on, so it's pretty funny.
So we'll get into some golf here in a second, but I met them out at Bentry Country Club. We played golf the other day, and I meet her on the driving range. And I think it was in, like, I don't know, if you meet someone from the ticket, like, what do you think your first question would be? I don't know. The first one that came out of her was like, where's the dancing bear at first base? I'm like, of all the stuff, I've had a million people ask a million
What a
things.
weird
and I've never
opening salvo.
immediately been asked about Ty Walker. You like that one? You hear that one every day?
That is kind of a
I
burn.
do.
You know what that is?
Do you know what he looks like?
No.
What do you think Ty Walker looks like?
A bear?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, you're pretty
He's the
good.
great beast.
That's right.
He's the great beast. How many? He mount 12 big ones too. That's 12 tickers in the afternoons.
Oh, is that what that
Yeah,
is?
that's what that means.
Mount
I
12
never-
big ones.
See? That's
See?
Did
This
you
is-
know comments.
Educational too.
that's
What we're
right.
doing here. All right. So Avery is it's tricky, like the verbiage, but basically the best 9-year-old golfer in the world. Dad, would you argue
And
with that?
probably
or
better than just that.
is that a hard one to admit?
She's for her graduating classes. You got to be careful because if you step on some toes of some of the World Championship winners where she came in second, they'll be offended. But
I know they're big P1s with the Cirque du Sirois show.
yes,
Some of the other young girl champions in the world.
Sure.
I think we're okay. We can call her the best ever.
yeah, it's just in the history of the universe.
Yeah.
There you
No,
go.
Class of 2025 she became number one August 18th.
Okay.
And to get that, the cool thing is you have to be able to play the women's tees. So not 8-year-olds can't play the women's tees most of the time. So for her to be able to do that, much less her good scores, was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Avery, when did you start playing golf?
I started playing competitively when I was 5, and I picked up my first golf club when I was 2.
Yeah? What's the first golf thing you remember?
Putting on the putting mat that my dad bought me.
And you were just good right away?
No, he had me do this like 4-step routine. It was address,
Left hand, right hand.
left hand, right hand, spread your feet out, and then straight back, straight through.
When did you first realize that you might be better than other girls your age?
Well, I don't know if I realized it, but as I grew up, I realized that I can go against this competition. I have a chance to win. I'm a pretty good player, so the odds are in my favor.
Just listen to her talk. It's
The
so awesome.
Crash Davis Media Course. It's working.
Yeah, I
Is it
know,
not?
right?
Am I doing something wrong?
No, money. Keep
Trust
the
me.
cliches coming.
I ask myself that in every break. Still.
She's gonna
Am
be
I doing
speaking-
something wrong?
That's right. She's gonna be
No,
speaking
that's
in
perfect.
Garrett speak before you know it. She'll
All right.
talk for a minute.
So what's your we're going to get to what you're doing in a week or two because I'm really excited about it. I imagine you are too. But so as you start getting into competitive golf, you start enjoying it more? Do you start feeling that that competitive edge? And I know you're competitive at a lot of things. But how much do you want to win when you go out there against these other girls?
I always want to win, but sometimes we're just out there to learn. But pretty much all the time.
Well, explain that. Explain what that like at a situation where we're out there to learn.
Well, for an example, I played these 2 tournaments last year
Mm-hmm.
where I had to caddy for myself. We were out there to learn, but I also had a chance to win. I didn't win the first one. I came in 7th, and the second one I came in
Fifth. But they're 14-year-olds. She was 8.
That's she came in second against a bunch of 14-year-olds.
Well, she came in 7th and
Seventh?
came in 7th out of 24.
Okay.
And those are high school kids. They're in 9th grade.
And
ninth grade.
Avery, you're not normally even playing from the ladies' tees, right? You play at your age group still from a set of cones a little bit up in the fairway, right?
Yeah, U.S. kids.
Well, I do play U.S. Kids, but usually on Saturdays I have women's tees, and then on Sundays I have the U.S. Kids
Yeah.
tees.
So the answer, NTPGA is women's tees.
Okay.
And then U.S. kids, you can't play up. You have to play your age group. So those are where the results locally are kind of lopsided because it's hard to find good 8 or 9-year-old players.
Yeah.
You know? And but they're all trying.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we played it. We've been playing her up since she was 6. She was playing against 10-year-olds.
Crazy.
Pretty neat.
So what's your favorite part of the game? Like, what are you best at, do you think?
Putting.
Putting? See, we played last week, okay? We met out at Bent Tree Country Club, Ivan, myself, and Avery and a couple other friends, Mark, and Duff. Thank you. God, I was like, oh, no.
Super fan P1. You think we're bad. He's
Really?
Oh, my God.
Duff was awesome.
Yeah.
It was so cool. See, I don't have any kids, right? But I love kids, so we're having fun and laughing. And my favorite part was after about 3 holes, we're leaving the tee, and Duff and Avery are both like, we're riding with Mr. Sirois. And they're in my cart. I was like, this is awesome, man. It was so cute. But so we went and played, and I saw her hitting balls on the range, and I'm just like, whoa. I mean, the ball striking is what really struck me. I mean, you play, I play, we will miss hit, and not just slice one in, like you'll duff one or you'll blade a chip or this kind of thing. There was almost none of that. I mean, almost every ball she hit was square on the club face, and that's the thing that I really couldn't get over. I mean, the clubs are still big. I mean, she's a small girl still, so the clubs just look big, but man, her swing is perfect, and especially off the tee with a nice draw. I mean, she's knocking the ball
That's
really
nuts.
far with a nice draw.
It's a lot of work.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really impressive to see. And even around the greens and the touch shots, the chips, you're really good.
What do you say?
Thank you.
Avery, can I ask you a question? I'm reading on all this information about you. It says in October 2015 that you shot your personal best score from the red tees of 74 at Sherrill Park to win the NTPGA event by one shot. Did you know that you were ahead by one at the time, or were you just playing? I'm trying to ask you about pressure, like how you handle pressure, and if you know that you need to make a par to win a tournament or something like that. How do you handle pressure?
Well, I love pressure. That's probably my favorite shot, because it can be any type of shot, and I love golf. So, when I'm under pressure, I have to focus really hard on just going back to the basics and not going down on myself in a way that I don't need to be thinking about. Because if I do it too much, then it can result in a really bad shot. So we handle it calm and take a bunch of deep breaths.
It's very cool. Wish
freak
I
out
did
like
any
I
of that.
do?
Yeah, I freak out.
Freak out and have a hissy fit.
There's no way I'm going to par this. There's no way I'm going to par this.
So, wait, now, your best score, I think, was 28. You scored 28 on 9 holes twice?
She shot
Yes.
28, yeah. Go ahead. Tell them about it.
28 for U.S. kids, and then 28 for NTPGA in the 9 and 10-year-old girls division, the scoring record.
That's 8 under par, 9 holes?
Yes.
She had an albatross in the NTPGA.
I started out with a double eagle.
Yeah. Nice little start to the
like
day.
you do.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us about what's happening in 2 weeks. The process for qualifying. I mean, you're basically going to Augusta National and playing in the kids' version of the Masters, essentially. So tell me everything about this.
Well, dry chip and putt is what gets me to Augusta, and there's 3 stages. What is it?
You just have the entry level.
Their entry, and then the sub-regional, and then the regional.
Yeah, the regional final, yeah.
So the first one, I got 99 points. So there's a drive, chip, and a putt. And
3 of each, 3 shots of each.
So, like, for instance, in the drive, is it just distance? Is it close to the center of the fairway? What's the drive
There's
portion?
a grid.
Wait.
Yeah, there's a 40-yard grid, and then so you have to just be on the grid. It can be anywhere. It doesn't have to be like right down the middle.
And then it's like by 20 yards, and the farther you hit it, the more points you get.
Okay.
Yeah, every
it has
20.
to be on the
Yeah,
grid.
every 10 or 20. I can't remember. There's a scoring matrix, but it's every 19 or 20 yards you get another point.
Okay.
So,
And then chipping is what, closest to the hole from a spot near the green?
Well, that's how it is in Augusta, but it's the same format as the driving, just without a grid. And there's a circle. Well, there is a grid. There's a circle around the hole. I think there's.
yeah, so 2 feet. It's a 2-foot circle is 20 points. If you hold it, it's 25. So like a perfect score for it on all 3 disciplines is 225. So if you hit 3 300-yard drives, hole all 3 chips and all 3 putts, it's 225.
Okay. All right, and so you succeeded, and you found out you're going to Augusta National and the Masters?
Yes.
Are you really excited about this?
I really am.
Have you watched the Masters before a few times?
Well, last year I really started watching it.
Mhm.
The years before, I didn't necessarily care. But,
So I had her in front of it, and then 3 minutes later, she's running around the house.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite golfer?
from the Masters or just in general?
Whatever.
For the men, Jordan Spieth, and for the women, I have 2, Brittany Lang and Lexi Thompson.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah, all locals, right?
Very cool, yeah.
Who's your favorite bowler?
Pete Weber.
What? Okay, so we're golfing.
Oh, no.
You know,
Oh,
you know
no.
Pete Weber, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Why
know.
does
She
that
basically
come up?
she made a birdie, and what'd she say? She's like, "I'm Lil Pete Weber,"
That's right.
Yeah, she did. That's right.
and look, she does the thumbs,
Yeah.
like the thumbs to her own back.
Yeah, point to her
And I'm like,
namesake.
"What did you just say?" And she said, "Like, what do you like Pete Weber?"
I do, and actually we were bowling yesterday, and I scored like 2 strikes, and then every time I did it, I was like, that's right.
That's right. And what's his nickname? PDW.
I think. I don't
PDW.
Yeah, PDW.
So I laugh, and I'm like, "Oh, cool." She likes Pete Weber, which is just unbelievable. Like, how do you even know about him? She's like, "Yeah, I went dressed as Pete Weber for Halloween."
Oh, God.
Is that true?
It is. He made me do it. I had the Oakleys. I had the
storm bowling jersey.
and I
It was
had
authentic.
bowling shoes, and I had the bag, the bowling bag. It was
It was official quality. It was
Yeah.
not,
Wow.
not any knockoff.
That's really cool.
They sent a picture of her just decked out. It's Pete Weber, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, have you ever met Brittany Lang?
I have, and actually, she's one of our good friends.
Yeah. She came by our radio show last week at the golf.
She did?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she came by our table.
So,
Kevin.
So I was going to say, I hook you guys up, but if you're friends, then
Yeah, they're
you don't have
buddies.
to worry about it.
Yeah.
Have you ever beaten her?
Well, I haven't really played against her. I played a few holes, but not really keeping track.
Brittany, I'll tell you a quick funny story. And Brittany and her husband Kevin are friends of ours. Kevin is
sure.
who I knew, and they came and they saw Avery playing when she was 6. And I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, she's being real nice. She goes, "We're gonna come watch you." I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. So she's kind of like, hey, when is she playing in November or December? She came and watched Avery, and it was the first time she broke 50.
So
It was
cool.
December 4th when she was 6, about to turn 7, and she shot a 44 and almost eagled, almost made a 1 on the last hole. It was a par 4, 125 yards, little smooth drive by the hole, and it was pretty neat. She's a very nice person.
so what's your? What you want to go over?
Yeah, you want to carry this over and then
'Cause honestly,
I want to
like,
get into some master stuff. And
We have so much ticket stuff with this one to
Yeah,
get to.
and-
All right. Why
Yeah.
not? Why not? We got a little extra time to fill today. We'll keep you guys for another segment, if that's cool with you.
Yeah.
You got anywhere to be? You got a bowling tournament, golf tournament?
No,
Any Masters prep today?
no.
You want
No?
to you want to tell everybody to come back after the break on the Cirque du Sirois show?
Come back after the break on Cirque du Sirois. Well,
The Ticket presents the most wheels-off golf event ever, the April Fool's Rolling. Jake Kemp and Old Followell have big basketball brains busting with Mavericks HSOs. It's the Dallas Mavericks postgame show after every home game. Brought to you by Smith Thompson Home Security and Sports Radio 1310 and 96.7 FM, The Ticket.
All right, it's 1:30 sharp. This is Mike and Cash Sirois on the Cirque du Sirois show. We are happy to have a very special guest in the studio, Avery Zweig. She is one of the top-ranked 9-year-old golfers in the world, and she is going to the Masters in a week or two. And we're all
blows
looking
my
forward to
mind.
that. Yeah, she's going to participate in the drive, pitch, putt. I always
Drive, chip, and putt.
drive, chip, and putt. You're not going to pitch. I'm sorry. And you don't call me Sea Cow like you did in the break.
see cow.
Hey! We're going to talk some ticket stuff here in 1 second. Last couple golf questions. I know you're having fun. It's competitive right now. Do you have goals in this sport? I mean, do you want to turn this into your life? Do you want to play in college? Do you want to be a professional golfer? What do you want to do with this, Avery?
I do want to build a career with this when I get older, but right now I want to win Augusta.
Yeah.
I want to
Oh
win
my
all
God.
the world championships I play in. For the future, I want to play at Stanford, be the first woman to play at Augusta National and win, and
That's it.
be on the
Just funny.
LPGA.
Yeah, that's all. Okay. Well, that's all doable.
I just got goosebumps. I'm hearing Tiger. I'm hearing Tiger talk
Yeah.
about. I want to win all the major ones.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Win a Grand Slam.
Sure.
I wanted to ask you this, Ivan. Parenting someone that is, so good, so young.
Mhm.
I'm fascinated with the stories of stuff that's gone right with some of them and
Yeah.
stuff that's gone wrong. I
Yeah.
mean, I think we all know the stories of both.
Sure.
What's it like? What's it like to try to steer something that obviously she's passionate about and she's good at?
Mm-hmm.
And how much do you think about pushing versus helping versus hands-offing?
Well, that's a great question, and you could a lot of people that have success could write books that a lot of people would read. Jennifer Capriati, I would love to read a book, and maybe there is one, but by the parents. She was a prodigy and had her ups and downs, and then came back.
Yeah.
Alexa Pano is probably the next elite girl golfer that you'll see make the U.S. Open. She's 11. Avery's had the good fortune of meeting her and becoming good friends with her family. Her dad is awesome. He's real gruff. He's from New England. He's almost like Bill Parcells, but he's been so helpful with a lot, because really, there are other peers that she has that are real good, but you want to talk to somebody that's really been there, done that, and
Yeah.
she's probably played in 400, 500 tournaments. She's probably won 200 or 300. I mean, it's crazy. And
Wow.
so he's been very instrumental helping, because I was actually really nervous. She was 7 still when we played her up in the NTPGA from 18 holes. And she goes up to the Pete Dye, Stonebridge. That's her. We're just throwing her into the fire. And she fires one over on the first 9. And I'm like, oh, my God, we're money. What are we doing? Why did we do this sooner? And then the back 9 54. It was a little bit.
No, Avery.
No, it's a dude.
Let's say that to her.
It was Dad's fault. We'll blame.
I made a 9.
Oh no! Really?
On number 16.
Yeah.
Water or bunker?
Death hole.
Hey, Avery.
If you go to the right or left, not straight, you should go straight to the cemetery. Just bury yourself.
Death hole.
I think I hit it right. Then over. Then oh my gosh.
She's right.
Too many strokes. For
It was
my
a lot of army golf, and then after all that chicanery, she's right in front of the green. Get up and down for a nice little par. She hits a good little chip, but when they're 7, they don't spin the ball. They don't swing it hard enough. So she hit a good shot. It just rolls right off the back of the green. Then she hits it from the back of the green, rolls off the green, down into the bunker. It was just a disaster. But it was such a great learning experience. So it took about a month and a half for her to get used to that. And it was perfect. We call Rick Pano the Godfather because he's just so awesome with his advice. And that definitely made her. So when they play her little short tees, it's so easy. It seems so easy.
Yeah,
because
I can
she's
imagine.
playing way longer,
Is she longer than? Are you longer than most of the girls you play with? Certainly the ones at your age.
Majority, yes.
She's humble. She hits it very far.
Yeah.
She's longer than a lot of the 8th and 9th graders she plays with.
Yeah.
She's as long as them.
Okay, no.
Yeah, she's.
It's 70 yards. They're hitting a wedge. I'm hitting a 9-iron.
Well, but she's hitting it 190 to 230. I mean, is that far enough?
230.
Oh yeah.
You hit a drive 230.
Her longest. What's your longest?
247.
Whoa, that's longer than this guy right here has ever hit one. Boom. Trust me.
Quit looking at me. I can do good too.
All right, Avery, tell me what Win Green for Kaysen is, because you're getting into you're trying to do good with your skills and your talent, and you're trying to do some good for charity.
I am, and Win Green for Kaysen. There's this 2-year-old. His name is Kaysen, and he has cancer, and he's with St. Jude, and he's recovering. But they have a lot of medical bills to pay off before they went to St. Jude. So we're trying to raise some funds for him. And last year I did some funds for my janitor. He had cancer
At her school.
at my school. And this year we're getting bigger and better, and I'm having two of my golf friends that wanted to raise money, and now hopefully we can make it a nationwide thing. So, and actually, a few days ago, 2 people contacted my dad saying, "Hey, can we play for Kaysen?"
That were boys. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So she's got.
So how can people help?
Yeah. So if you go, there's multiple ways. So you can go to wingreenforkaysen.com, and this little boy is so cute. We got to meet him last week in Monroe, and we gave him a putter. And he did not let that thing go once it got in his hands. It was awesome.
He was like so protective of it. And he started crying. He was like, "I want my putter!"
Yeah. But we put it in his hand. He goes, "Golf!" He just yells out golf, and so it was just awesome. It really impacted both of us in a way that I wasn't really expecting.
Yeah.
But anyway, wingreenforkaysen.com. That way you can participate in the pledge campaign. Basically, to synopsis, it's between March and August is the end of their season, and you put in a $10 pledge, and you're playing along with Avery if she wins. You're pledging $10. If she comes in 2nd to 5th, it's half of that.
Oh, perfect.
And then if she's off the medalist stand and outside of 5th place, not only is she running some laps, but there's no money for Kaysen. So
That's a lot of pressure, Avery. Even more.
How do you spell Kaysen?
CASON.
CASON. So
Yeah.
wingreenforkaysen.com.
There you go.
Sir.
I'm in denial on the running laps part.
So are we. All right. This is Avery Zweig. She is a 9-year-old golfer, and she is a local from Dallas here in the Metroplex, and she is a listener to our radio station. Let's talk a little bit about the ticket, okay?
Okay.
Do you have a favorite person on the ticket other than me, Mike Sirois from the Cirque du Sirois show?
I don't.
You don't? You just kind of like What It Doesn't Suck, and you like hearing everybody?
What's his official name, though?
Sea cow.
No. When we said to Mr. Ducey the other night.
Oh.
So she met Mike Ducey.
So you did Dick Ducey's sports show?
And I say, "Have you met Mr. Sirois?"
No, but let me set that up a little better. So we're sitting backstage, and he comes back and shakes her hand, and I'm like, "Man, I love I'm talking to him. I love you on the ticket." And she goes, "What, the ticket? Do you know Mr. Sirois?" And I almost fell over. He kind of doubles over, and then his eyes bug out of his head, and he's like, Yes, I know. It was so.
Was this on air or was this off?
No, it was off air,
Oh,
but it was
so
still
funny.
such gold. But he was casual, Ducey, without the tie, and he had it slung.
Oh,
the jacket
yeah.
slung over.
All different. It was the
Had
toupee.
a little rocks glass with.
It was great.
The toupee glue was just drying.
No, I will not participate in that line of humor.
In the
sir.
studio, you have to.
Avery-
You're obligated to do that.
Did you think Mr. Ducey's hair looked real?
Well, actually, Duff asked Mr. Sirois while you were playing, so when did you become bald?
He did, our little friend.
Yeah.
When did you become bald? I'm like, oh, it's a long process.
Bald became me, kid.
Bald became me.
Monumental achievement.
Yeah, I did.
Awesome.
All right, let's play a little game. So your dad asked you to write down your favorite 10 ticket drops, right?
Yes,
You
and
have-
I have it right here with me.
She has it handwritten also with a little drawing of the logo, the ticket, Sports Radio 1310, the ticket.
Yes.
Very well done.
Yes.
Art might be your next choice after golf, okay? All right,
Okay.
I'll tell you right now, I know number 8. That's the only one we don't have because it's a bit with a guy calling in. But tell you what, just give us your 10 favorite drops. Most of these come, I think, during the Why Today Doesn't Suck
You
time.
want to start
but-
at 10 and move up?
Yeah, let's start at number 10 and move down, right?
Okay. I have simultaneous stern.
Okay, hold on. That's when all the guys want to talk like Bob Sturm together?
Yes.
All right, how about this?
Where's Bob Sturm? We need Bob Sturm. But he does know Bob Sturm, and I think Mafia said he got drunk with him.
Well, that's not it at all. Good God. Are you kidding?
This is what Mino said.
Simultaneous Sturm, where they all talk like Sturm. Well, and likewise,
yeah,
obviously.
clearly.
And you play Pharrell.
We try to do
Avery-
a nice thing for you, Avery, and then that's so ticket that
Trying
we
to help
just
your
can't.
show out, you know.
All right. What's number
Just
nine?
blame me. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I am.
Avery, what's
Don't
number
worry.
9?
TC and Pee Wee Herman laugh comparison.
That one is amazing. It's almost like they did it on purpose. All right, one more time. All right, number 8 on your list.
Number 8 is the Michelle Wee one.
She loves the Michelle Wee bit, but that's
I'm so
one.
cold.
Wait, what? Let's hear it.
I'm so cold.
And then she loves the intimidating. Who's that intimidating man's voice? When George is just talking. Poor George. I played that for her multiple times.
All right, number 7.
Directional Danny.
Oh, Directional Danny. Here you go.
It's behind the Lake Trout restaurant. I mean, it's over there off 78 and the Bush.
All right, where's?
20 miles northwest of Tyler.
I'm trying to find Augusta National. That's where she's going.
Yeah, how to get to Augusta?
You know where Augusta is?
I'll look for it real quick. Hold on.
No. Get Danny to give us
Play a
directions to
Danny
Augusta.
directional drop. Oh, Charlie, I'm going to strangle you. Avery, ever see a board op get strangled? I'm just kidding. All right, what's number 6 on your list?
Shut up, Ty.
Shut up, Ty.
That's the Bob one.
Why do you like that so much? You got a tie fascination.
Yeah, that's the dancing bear you're talking about.
He takes a lot of beatings during
Well-
that period.
I just like hearing them make fun of him.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Say that one again.
I just
No.
like
What's the drop?
Shut up, Ty.
Shut up, Ty.
We may see that again.
All right, how about number 5 on Avery Zweig, the best golfer 9-year-old in this area, certainly, maybe in America, maybe in the world. Number 5 on Avery's top 10 list of favorite drops.
Super gay.
Super gay.
All right, hold on. Let's hear that. What's that, Avery? Which one?
Super gay.
Super gay.
She's so giggle pants. I love it.
God. All right, how about number 4?
I have Mexican gas.
I have Mexican gas.
Oh, wow. You can really hear it with the headphones. You can really hear the cuts
You
there.
can really hear the depth of the audio.
She was laughing at it. She kept laughing at it. I said, "You realize he didn't really say that. That's edit." I had to explain the editing concept.
No, that's not edited.
That's the way he says all the
Never.
time.
Yeah, never.
All right,
Norm says that.
Hit that one more time.
I have Mexican gas.
All right, number 3 is kind of a serious one, I think.
Oh.
So let's all calm down a little bit. Avery, what's your number 3 favorite drop on the ticket?
George, moment of silence. Paul.
Paul in...
That's
Let me hear yours again. Hold on. What's yours? So if I called for a moment of silence, Charlie, don't press any buttons. Let's get serious here, guys. Because
Let's have a moment of silence for the Duck Commander 500 in 2 weeks.
That's right.
Paul.
All right, number 2 on your list of favorite drops ever.
Tony Romo shark. Football.
All right, hold on. Start it again. Do it with him, Avery. Do it. You can do it along with him.
Oh yeah.
He's so good at it. That's why he's a pro. That's why he's in the NFL, because he's so good at that.
Someday you'll be that good at that.
Fire.
Yeah.
All right, and the last one, God forbid I ask for a drum roll here.
Number 1, drum roll, please.
Oh, he just shakes his head no.
That's a nope.
I'm sorry. Charlie, you're
so
doing fine.
It is something wrong. Ding, bang, ow.
All right, you can't say
We
the next
too
one.
low, and I don't want to say the last one.
All right, we'll play him. We'll be coughing.
Something wrong.
Oh, gosh.
We too low. Holy and bang, ding, ow.
We played this on the way back from Louisiana to meet Kaysen, and we were so bored, but this got us all laughing. And we watched the apology, and they're all serious.
2 minutes of all the appropriate steps that they're going to get news reporting right. It was just so great.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was one of the greatest things that happened on news in the last 2 years. That's so funny.
I really hope that when crunch time happens at Augusta and you are, just trying to concentrate on that one shot that's going to take you home and make you a champion.
Please don't say something wrong.
Yeah. Do not be thinking something
Don't think something wrong, no.
Definitely don't be thinking the other ones.
We have, so as she's at Augusta, if you guys can wear these, I expect the
Oh!
All right.
Some Avery Zweig swag.
Avery Zweig. Oh, wow. That's cool.
Killer.
With a bomb.
There's
It's
a
like
bomb.
It's like a bomb with her initials on it.
A-bomb.
That's her little. She got a
It's
little
what,
logo.
it's what he used to call me.
A-bomb? Is that your nickname?
Well, it's actually Nugget, but
she's the Nugget now.
when I was 6, he called me A-bomb.
That is awesome.
All of the P1s are going to be with you, A-bomb.
A-bomb, we have your back. And we're going to get on the website. What is it again?
Win green for
Kaysen.
Win green for Kaysen. I'm going to tweet that out right now and make sure. Come on, how adorable is this girl? And let's support our own
Absolutely.
man. She could be the next Jordan Spieth that comes from this area.
That's right.
As North Texas golf produces some of the most amazing players in the world, and we got the number 1 guy right now, and I got a feeling in a few years we're going to have the number 1 girl too. Avery, we really wish you the best of luck, and it was great playing with you the other day, and we wish you the best at the Masters. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Tell the P1s you're going to go down there and win it for the P1s.
I'll win it for Dallas at Augusta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's Avery Zweig. We love you, Avery.
And if
Thanks
I
so
don't,
much.
I think something is wrong.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Ivan. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody, for coming in.
Right on.
Be back with
More
some more
Cirque next.
sports.
That's the Ticket Ticker. I'm Carlos Leal on Sports Radio 1310 and 96.7 FM, The Ticket.
This is The Ticket, Dallas-Fort Worth's all sports all the time radio station. Your home for breaking sports news first guaranteed. So tune us in, turn it up, and keep it on. Sports Radio 1310 and 96.7 FM, The Ticket.
1:53 in the PM. This is the Cirque du Sirois radio program. That was really, really cool.
How cute is that girl?
We've got somebody to root for the next 20 years, 30 years in the sports golfing world.
I'm sending out tweets with the charity thing, the Win Green for Kaysen. I know you did as well.
Yep.
And I'm also attaching the picture of her handwritten Avery's top 10 ticket drop list.
So cool.
Little Avery is awesome. Here's her list. Support her. Okay,
Avery
Win Green
Zweig,
for Kaysen.
9 years old, best 9-year-old player
On Earth.
Yeah,
I don't
on
care.
the planet. And it was so cool hearing her talk about pressure and all that stuff. I mean, the fun stuff was the fun stuff, but answering questions like an old vet was really, really cool.
She's good, man. When I played with her, honestly, she was not one mishit. You know, like she was in a bunker and she got out and it rolled over the green to another bunker. Like that was the worst of it. But there's just the swing is so consistent at that age. It's really awesome to see.
Cool.
And it's good to have her in studio. But the main reason, as you know, that we do anything in this world is so maybe one day we can play Augusta National.
Yeah.
everything we do. Everyone we talk to. If I meet you out there, I'm just judging you up and down.
Out if you can get me closer to somebody else who can get me to play Augusta.
Do you maybe know someone who does know someone who knows Jose Maria Olazabal? That's it. And like while you're talking and you're saying, "Oh God, I met you at the Summer Bash, and I love when you did this bit." I'm just going, and I'm like, "Look at these shoes. Look at this watch." No,
this
guy's a no.
This guy does not know Woozy.
But someone like Avery is going to play Augusta like next week, and then they're going to have to cave and have a girls' tournament. They're going to have to pull their head out of the sand.
Or maybe she just wins the guys one. Maybe she just wins the regular Masters.
That would be even better.
That's what she put on her bucket list right there in front of us here in studio.
She said win at Augusta National. She didn't say win the Masters.
Exactly.
She didn't say win the Masters. I don't care. She can win that one. That's fine.
That's fine.
Twitter, big fan of her. Radio Gold. Avery's the greatest P1 ever. What a cute kid, man. That was awesome. I'm glad we did that.
Time for the Sports Traffic Jam, Mike.